Hi, today I'm in Parc Rivière, a little known expanse of greenery which lies between the townhouses of the Tivoli quarter and the high-rise blocks of the Grand-Parc district.
The 10-acre landscape park is, in effect, land which has been reclaimed from a bourgeois mansion built in the 19th century, the ruins of which still form the centrepiece of the park. The private residence was built around 1827 and originally belonged to Baron Alfred de Luz. The Frankfurt-born de Luz, whose father was Swiss and mother German, had arrived in Bordeaux in 1820, setting up a successful trading company building on the riches already amassed by an import-export company previously founded with his brother in New York. In Bordeaux, de Luz went on to marry Georgina Johnston from the Scottish wine trading dynasty who had become key players on the Bordeaux scene. Among the 5 sons born to the wealthy couple, Alfred Henri went on to own a chateau in Lormont. Maurice, a member of the Bordeaux Tribunal de Commerce, reportedly owned Chateau de Peixoto in Talence. Francis became the owner of Chateau Pavé, producing Margaux Cru Bourgeois wine. The chateau is still in the family. And Charles subsequently took over ownership of this, Chateau Rivière. The chateau was sold on to the city of Bordeaux in 1977, and the grounds were gradually converted into what would open as a public park 5 years later in 1982. And that is how it remains today. A park with a difference given the walk-through ruins of the mansion at its heart, but also due to the wealth of little features that make it that little bit special. These include the chateau's former stables, now home to the cities of Maison du Jardinier et de la Nature en Ville, which provides a meeting point for urban gardeners. The Maison puts on a wide-ranging program of events for beginners, experts, and anything in between, as well as boasting a well-stocked resource and training centre, not to mention a greenhouse and neatly tended garden. Nearby, les carrés de culture form a collective gardening plot, enabling city folk to plant fruit, vegetables, and generally get soil under their fingernails. Its location on the eastern ridge of the park makes for a stunning contrast between the grassroots agricultural efforts and the massive silhouette of the neighbouring Résidence Tivoli apartment block. A stroll in the wider park is a chance to admire some fine trees, many of which are well over 100 years old. Panels provide useful information about some trees and associated cultivation techniques. High above, a variety of bird nesting houses have been positioned at strategic locations, a full map of which is on display in the park. Species which are catered for include tawny owls, swifts, sparrows, great tits, blue tits, robins, and winter wrens. Presumably, the cohabitation with the park's many squirrels is happy and peaceful. Beehives have been installed close to the ruins of Chateau Rivière itself. Although inaccessible to the general public, the sound of bees hard at work can be heard distinctly. That part of the park is, quite literally, buzzing with life. Finally, as in many parks and squares throughout the city, a boîte à lire self-service borrow and lend library bookcase can be found. As well as offering an elegant glimpse into Bordeaux's past, Parc Rivière is therefore also very much alive with contemporary initiatives. Above all, it offers the kind of rich greenery and small-scale wildlife which has become such an essential means of surviving city life.